Do I have everybody's attention now?
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. What's popping, guys? Welcome to ZeerTalks Wrestling, and welcome to a video in which I'm talking about what happened on SmackDown, guys. Now, for those who live under a rock, this that you see right in front of me is the main event for WrestleMania. Cody Rhodes versus Randy Orton. Now, on paper, you're like, ooh, amazing feud, right? Amazing. Yeah, on paper. You know what the problem with that is, though? The problem with that is, though, we decided to do this too late. That's one. And two, we had to sacrifice an individual to get to this point. I think that's the biggest problem with all of this. And I'm guessing some fans will agree, some will not. But then again, WWE fans are pathetic, so I don't want to take that too seriously. You know what I mean? So, yeah, listen, I say we talk about the problems with Cody Rhodes being new WWE champion. Yeah. And now this being the main event. Now, for those who don't know, before I say anything else, Elimination Chamber winner makes sense. I wanted that to happen. This one, so my SmackDown watch along, I actually rather Jacob Fatu cause madness, but we'll talk about it. Listen, before we begin, you know exactly what to do. Subscribe, press the alarm bells for future content notifications. Like, comment your way. Go check socials and hopefully good wherever you are. Now, I say we get talking because I have a lot to say about this. Now, like I said earlier, do I think Cody v. Randy Orton might do a job? Sure, probably will. Will it do as good as we expect it to be, though? No. Do you want to know why? Not enough storytelling. You know why? Because we just decided to do it so we can generate ticket sales for WrestleMania. That's the only reason why we're doing this. Let's not lie. The only reason why we're doing this is for ticket sales. Bro, people, whoever you are, all I ask for is story. I ask for story. Randy Orton, one of my favorites. I just want story. Yes, Randy v. Cody. Whether Cody's heel, Randy heel, I'll take it. Fine. At the same time, if this feud was going to happen, like, why did we do this whole thing of giving Drew the championship then? What, to please the fans and Cody? Well, the excuse they made, by the way, I read the one excuse. What? Selling tickets for Royal Rumble and Elimination Chamber. Elimination Chamber, I don't know what goes on in America, but Royal Rumble, you're kidding me. You do realize Royal Rumble sold tickets itself, right? Because it was in Riyadh. You know how rare we get these type of shows in Saudi? Yeah, we get 2 shows a year, but Royal Rumble, WrestleMania next year, it's going to be selling tickets by default. It's going to sell out on its own. Why? Because you have a lot of casuals here that will want to go to WrestleMania by default. Because there's a lot of them that used to be fans or currently are fans. They'll just go because they get to experience being at a WrestleMania. Unless if you've traveled in America. But even that gives them more reason to do it in their homeland or whatever. So WrestleMania is going to sell out next year, just like Royal Rumble was selling out and it's on its own. But fans will be like, "Oh, it was empty." No, I was there. There was lightings that made you think that was empty. So I'm not hearing this whole excuse of the whole ticket sale thing. No, not my watch. Not my watch. Not my watch. I'm sorry. This match happening. You know why? Because creative is in the bin. Do you know why creative's in the bin? Because TKO wants specific names being pushed, i.e. them. And because, guess what? Anytime Triple H is given something to do with the limited resources he has, that's when he struggles. It's that simple. It's that simple. Drew McIntyre either turn face, try to go after championship again, or if it's not working, bro, after this contract, you may as well go elsewhere. Be Drew Galloway again or something. I don't know. AEW, I don't know. So, yeah, it is what it is, man. Personally, for me, I would have rather it be like this. Randy won the chamber. You have this type of match element in that fatal four-way. How we get to the fatal four-way, Drew faced Cody. That's fine. But I would have liked it for Jacob Fatu to intervene in the match like he did, but not for Drew to lose. Intervene so that he causes a double disqualification or something and Cody gets screwed. Drew keeps the championship, goes to Mania as champion. He creates all these enemies, and now you basically had Drew versus Randy Orton, Cody Rhodes, Jacob Fatu, because he made all these enemies. Instead, we're going to get Drew versus Fatu and Randy Orton versus Cody Rhodes. Which, Cody versus Randy would have been better if this whole Drew McIntyre beating Cody Rhodes at the 3 stages of hell never happened. But because it happened, and we used all that time to have a Drew reign in which he's just having an agenda on Cody and Fatu, and Randy Orton is basically just winning the Rumble, not winning the Rumble, competing in the Rumble and competing in the Chamber. What story is there to tell with Randy and Cody? Well, what? Wait, okay, they have their time at Legacy. I wanted to tell more of that, yeah, throughout the few months. Now we only have around 1. Do you think that's going to be enough? No, it's not going to be enough. It's not. It really is not, bro. It really is not. Now, I do want to show you all something. How do I get out of here? Okay. I think I got to that. All right. I want to find Cody Rhodes. This likes. Because I know there was something, and I was put in the thumbnail. Look at this. Cody Rhodes, WWE Undisputed title win, now has over 100,000 dislikes. That's what the first thing I see. You know what? Yeah, I found it. Look at this. This is ridiculous. This is absolutely ridiculous. This is when they first put it out there. 47.6K dislikes. 15.4K likes. That's embarrassing. That's embarrassing. It's officially the most disliked WWE video of the year. Most of the comments are from the fans criticizing the results of Drew's booking. Now, here's my thing. I think with Drew McIntyre, what we do have to establish is, I think Drew is one of those that would have sold tickets for the pro fan. He would have never sold tickets for a casual, unfortunately, because you know how casuals move. But yeah, again, back to my point, they care about casual fans more than a pro fan, a consistent fan. And this is the problem. And again, it stems back to TKO. Why? Because they want certain names to be at the top, the rest below, and you have to work your way up. By the way, for those who want Vince McMahon back, that's what we were getting under Vince McMahon. It was terrible, and everyone said it was terrible. Now you just want Vince McMahon because you just don't like Triple H. I don't like Triple H booking nowadays neither. I thought his booking was better a few years ago. Nowadays, he's given limited resources and he's not doing the best work of it. And he has to get called out for it because at some point, him and his team, yeah, they need to come up with better things rather than doing all the same old formulaic stuff. And that's where I agree with certain people, you know. By the way, you know what else I found funny as well? Oh my God. Bro, I'm not gonna lie. That's how Triple H and TKO are treating this guy. You know? I'll be honest. I want Randy Orton to beat him. And I want Cody Rhodes to start like this whole depression gimmick, turning heel from there. You know what? A lot of people will want plot twist at WrestleMania. Bun that. If anything, the plot twist should realistically be Cody Rhodes being an idiot again, losing to Randy Orton, and now he starts going on some heel run eventually, because this is getting ridiculous now. And Bo, was that Drew McIntyre? What did Drew McIntyre say? He said something on Twitter. Isn't it? Oh. Oh my god. Yeah, man. It do be like that. It do be like that, man. You know what I mean? Oh my god. It do be like that. You know what I'm saying? It's just wow. But yeah, it's just again, it's just again like it's typical pro wrestling these days, isn't it? It's like nowadays you were just getting literally the most formulaic stuff, and things like these lead to a result. And to be honest, listen, a Cody v Randy match, like I said before, on paper, amazing. There's a lot that they can tell about the legacy stuff. Just if you were going to do that, you didn't need Drew winning the championship to get to this point. You didn't. Or we don't do this and we save this for another time, which is actually the better scenario right now. And you just make it a fatal four-way and tell that feud story within the fatal four-way, and they take their rivalry elsewhere. But whatever. It is what it is. Guys, let me know your thoughts in the comment section down below. And listen, before I end, you know exactly what to do. Subscribe, press the alarm bells for future content notifications. Like, comment your way. Go check socials, and hopefully you're good wherever you are. Until then, take care. Peace.